Welcome back to where we discuss our characters. This discussion is going to be about the Bard and the Rogue. So, do you want to? Let's. Yeah, we can roll.
Use so many of them. This big one.
You got me. Okay, well, I guess we can talk about the battle first a little bit.
Yeah.
This time, I tried to make it more involved story-wise, yeah. And I think that made sense for a Bard.
Mm-hmm. I think that works for a Bard. I do think playing level 20 characters when you just make it right out of the gate is difficult because there's so much to remember. Because I didn't do Uncanny Dodge. You thought that you could bonus action hide, not dodge. I think there's just
a lot to remember for. Just because you didn't build the character slowly as you leveled, you just made it.
Which does make it a little bit difficult, but I do think, for a rogue with 0 healing, the hiding was the only thing that I could do, which was great, but then you do, when I see you, I'm going to cast these spells, and the psychic one was really good. The phantasmal killer thing was...
Yeah, I kind of fell into your trap, though, of having all concentration spells again.
Yep. Yeah, that's hard with a spellcaster. I'm glad you got to play spellcaster finally. Spellcasters are kind of difficult that way. Whereas, I had a few spells, but it was mostly I hide and then shoot. Hide and then shoot. Run and hide and shoot. And run and hide and shoot. But yeah, I think the role-playing, I think that cage thing was kind of fun. I think that's...
I could have done, It feels so cheap.
It does, a little bit. But I think you played it off well as a Bard character. It's you put a cage up and then you do a short rest as a performance.
Yeah.
Which I think also for a Bard, that's not hard to think of it as.
Right.
Bards are almost always performing. They're never not performing. So I think it still made it fun for the arena and stuff.
I'm just surprised that that's a spell.
I know.
Because there's no save or anything, and then you can't even.
But you can't attack me either, right? Because there's a force.
No, it's not like a complete plane. It's bars.
Oh,
so that's why I went around the corner because you could still have shot out of it. Yeah.
Okay. So if you'd gotten close, we could still melee, but I just couldn't move.
Yeah, and it doesn't have any. So it's not a concentration spell. So it's just up until you'd have to literally kill me, and I could have just kept.
Yeah, going back in behind and
and then casting healing spells and stuff.
That was an interesting one.
But to talk about the character, I wanted to make a more silly character. My last two have been serious people. I thought it'd be more fun to make a silly guy. And I keep making tiny characters. They're very small characters. Someday I'm gonna make a half-orc or whatever, but so far I've just been making the very smallest characters. And a Bard is actually a surprisingly good one-on-one.
I thought Bards were more of... The thing is, though, you can't Bardic Inspiration yourself, which I think is the big downfall to being a one-on-one Bard. So you chose College of Valor?
Yeah, I did College of Valor just because I think it's more... So it wasn't really good for this battle because I could have been cutting words and that would have been better. But the College of Valor, I think, will be better if I fight a melee character.
Yeah,
because we can.
You might not be able to hit.
Right.
If you're cutting words, yeah.
And I get 2 attacks. Mm-hmm. So that's what your trade-off is, that the other college is better for spellcasting. And this college is better for melee.
Yeah.
And just the Bard doesn't have that many spells. They get to go up to level 9, but I only had one of a 9, 8,
Power
2,
Heal,
7,
though,
2.
is a crazy 9th level spell.
Yeah, well, it's...
That makes sense. It's a 9th level spell, but still, that's
healing
huge.
all the way up.
That's a huge
one turn
in a
is
battle.
good. And then that was the other thing is I didn't want to use Power Word Kill because I didn't think a fun little guy that
would just instantly kill somebody.
Yeah, just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
But what about your character? Your character was your backstory was fun.
Yeah, I had fun with the backstory more than anything. So again, I think Rogue I think it's a good one-on-one, but they don't have any healing, which is, again, a huge downfall, especially in like the arena. Obviously, sneak attack is the way to go. I kind of chose a ranged character just because I was like, sneak attack would be really good. I bumped my speed up. That way, if we did get into close combat, I could disengage, bonus action disengage instead of hide, and you could essentially just try to be chasing me around.
Your 40 speed was crazy. I can't even...
Yeah. And I took the feat athlete, which means my climbing speed was the same. It didn't affect it wasn't like halved or anything, which was really fun. So I could get up on top of stuff, kind of like, this character is very similar to your character who could fly and hide. Yeah. I guess it's a melding of the two, which and then either the last one or last two, I guess it was the last one that you could hide a bunch. I remember how frustrating that was. And so that's kind of what I went for here. It's frustrating when you can't see anything to do anything about it. So I did take the Arcane Trickster, mostly because in the arena, Assassin is very good for role-playing. Like, you get to become like different characters and like your charisma is higher. And Thief, I think, would have been a good choice for this, but I think the spells is what sold me for the arena. And actually, one of the things that a Thief can do is the same thing that I got with the athlete skill, where you can climb your speed.
Oh, yeah.
And so I kind of like worked around a lot of the stuff that Thief got me by like taking feats instead. Like, I actually took a lot of feats. I took Lucky, I took Athlete.
Lucky's always a fun one.
I always do Lucky. It's just very nice to have like advantage in your pocket when you need it. I also took the Tough feat again to get my HP up. Again, that's kind of like my go-to at this point.
Well, 169 is pretty good for a character that can hide all the time.
Yeah. Yep. I should have used Uncanny Dodge more. But also, I think most of the damage you did was that psychic damage, and I don't think you can technically Uncanny Dodge that. But no, I think overall, a Thief is a very good character, especially if you have other people with you who can potentially heal you, and getting that sneak attack bonus is definitely very helpful. Which I ended up doing a lot of damage to you.
Yeah,
you could just heal yourself for a lot.
You took me down essentially 3 times because I had to
heal yourself.
Full heal there, and then full heal, and then I'm almost dead again.
Dead, yeah. So yeah, I think overall it was a good character. I enjoyed doing the backstory. I think actually Rogue, a Trickster Rogue, was the character that I had played the longest. Because that was what I played with Bob and Melody. I had that Trickster Rogue for a long time. But yeah, so it was fun to play a Rogue. I haven't played a Rogue in a while. And getting a plus 17 to your stealth is...
Yeah, killer.
Very nice.
Impossible.
Never find. If I get a 1, it's still an 18.
Oh, we need to roll for our next characters. Okay, so Barbarian's out, Bard's out, Ranger's out, Rogue's out, Sorcerer's out, Wizard's out. So -6. D6.
Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
3. 1, 2, fighter. Right?
Yep.
Nice.
The fighter's a pretty fun one.
I'm excited to play. I haven't really played a lot of just melee characters, I think.
Nope. So it'll be a monk.
Okay. I've always
this will be an
to do a
interesting one. A fighter versus a monk. We're doing almost
no spells.
This is actually pretty good because we'll just be melee ranging.
Yeah.
Although I think a monk you can go in and out a lot.
You can run really far.
Yeah. I don't think I have ever played a monk. So
I know, and I've always wanted to. That one will be fun. I kind of also wanted to always play a fighter too. So we'll see how that goes.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.